What's going on? What's going on with the tube? I am home. Been home for, what was the last day with MMDR? Thursday. Went to New York. Came back Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning. So I've been home ever since. The last video, all the little good things I would say about MMDR and all that good shit. We're gonna take that. Matter of fact, what I said was I'm not taking it back because that was my experience there. But fuck it, let me not even stretch it out. Yo, these men, they don't want to pay me. Now, mind you, when I was there, I never had a problem with pay. I was starting to realize with these European companies, when you leave, they be salty. At MMDR, they had some fuel card issues, right? The first fuel card issue they had was basically, I don't know, it was a bunch of cards. The numbers. I was using Drive Axle. No, not Drive Axle. It's called Axle. And they only deal with pilots and flying J's and shit like that, right? But anywho, there was an issue with the cards. Eventually, they send you a new card, they send a picture. You fuel that way. I end up putting it on the app, easier to fuel. Or if you're just taking the picture, you gotta go to the counter and type in all the numbers on the card so you could get fuel. So that's what we've been doing for a while. Somebody got my information. There's a lot of scamming going on, and bought some fuel. About $4,000 worth of fuel, so they say. But in my rewards, you can see the receipts where it was taken. It was like two transactions in Florida and one in Alabama. Taking mad fuel, like $1,000 each time, whatever. Anywho, I don't have nothing to do with that. They probably doing investigation right now. They can see cameras with fuel, blah blah blah. They say it ain't me, but they thinking that I stole fuel from them. That I gave somebody the information and this and that. So that was going on. So when I quit now, or moved on, I gave them notice. It was no issues. You know what I'm saying? I gave them a nice little, hey, much luck on your thing. I'm moving on, such and such. Because, I need to work off a percentage. I'm not trying to pay no fuel. I ain't trying to do none of that, right? So, on the last load, it was crazy. On the last load, it ended up being a shifted load. They think I did it on purpose. I didn't. Matter of fact, when I went to the receiver, I opened the door. It was a Procter & Gamble load in Atlanta. And when I went to Union City, to be exact, and I opened the door, I'm not supposed to open the door, but I opened the door, and they resealed me. Me not thinking nothing about it, but I had to bring. Let me tell you the whole story about the load. So on the way to Atlanta, they said it had a 24-hour drop. I could drop it anytime. Procter & Gamble is a very big distributor, whatever. So, or receiver, whatever. And my thing, I'll go get there about 3 o'clock. That was my ETA. Dispatch hit me up. They changed the appointment to 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm about to leave. So if I'm about to leave, I'm not going to be able to stay until 1 a.m. to deliver that load. I got to go. Mind you, I'm going to New York the next day. So I couldn't do that. So the owner of the company recovers the load and delivers it. When he opened up, the fucking shit shifted. And as long as I've been there, nothing shifted. So he said I did it and a big claim and this and that. Mind you, it could have happened with me because going into the yard, there's a big ramp you gotta go up to, and I didn't have straps on. But I didn't have to put straps on because it really looked like it needed straps. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're going over a hill like that, how steep it is going into the damn into their facility or whatever, the yard, you know, it's possible. I even said that to them, like, it's possible that could have happened, but, you know, when I went there, I opened the door, but of course he don't believe me. You know what I'm saying? I told him, hey, look, man, the seal's in the garbage where I cleaned out the truck and stuff like that, because the first seal I still had it. And I put it in, you know, clean out the truck. I was like, hey, if you want to look at that bag, it's right there. But, of course, you know, they ain't believe anything I say. Right now, I'm the scum of the earth, and I used my brain and did this and that, and I'm like, yo, I got no energy for that. All I told them was like, yo, bro, look, as soon as y'all couldn't pay me mileage pay, I didn't want to do 50-50. I didn't want to do none of that, because I didn't want to pay the fuel, and I wasn't making the money I should have. Because if I was running miles, it would have been decent. You know what I'm saying? The way he had me running. So, they don't want to pay me my money. This is what this whole video is about. They don't want to pay me. They said that I stole fuel. Now all of a sudden, there's a $250,000 claim, or what, that's going to come out of escrow, that I never paid escrow with that place at all. There's not one statement that says I'm paying on escrow. But of course, my last payment they're supposed to pay me, it's going to go towards escrow. So anywho, small company bullshit. Was I pissed at first? Yeah. I was really pissed at first because that check, you know, that was supposed to be my expenses is the first of the month. So I basically quit like on that, you know what I'm saying? I want to say, whatever that Thursday was, I don't remember exact day it was, but I know it was like beginning of the month. I'm ready, you know, niggas got to pay rent. You know, my car, I just bought a car, so this car right here, I got to pay the car note on the first payment. So they kind of fucked everything up. I did have everything covered, but I had to go through some bullshit just to... The point is you want your money. You understand what I'm saying? And they didn't want to give me my money, man. And that, you know, the good thing, I took that trip to New York, and it was well needed. Got to see the family and spent some time in New York, which I haven't did in a while. And I also met, you know, I'm gonna be driving for a company out of New York, small company, but this is real small. And I'm also gonna be driving in my favorite truck. So they done got my he just called me not too long ago, talking about the fuel cards and how, you know, what he used. He said he used BIT, I think BIT, whatever, for the ELD, whatever. I gotta learn all that stuff. So what else? What's the other thing he told me? There's some basic application he want me to fill out when I get this. So I'm gonna drive to New York again. I bought a Honda Accord, like a 2015 manual. I love manual Hondas for some reason. They be like, what my big ass doing in the Honda is what I like. You know what I'm saying? So, as long as it's going on, y'all, I was pissed about it. I was gonna make a video about it and like bash the company, like real bad at one point. But you know what? That shit ain't gonna make no money for me. You know what I'm saying? All I'll do is go, you know, I'm feeding into their energy because I know they salty. You know what I'm saying? Because I figured they looked at it as how I did it. Because at first I bought my car out there. When I bought the car, this car, I started leaving it at the shop. So I kind of like, I left the truck. My friend had picked me up. And then I drove back with my car. And I was doing that for the last month or so. But what they didn't know, they should have known I was prepping to leave. You understand what I'm saying? So, so all this stuff was going on. So that's all I gotta say, man. MMDR owes me money. They ain't gonna try to pay me, and I'm not even gonna press about it. It ain't that much money for me to, you know, to go out and, you know, try to get a lawsuit and all that crap and call a lawyer. Cause I did call an attorney, but it's gonna be a process. And I don't even have the time for that process. And going back to Georgia, and you understand what I'm saying? You know, it's just leaving these companies, man, these smaller companies, or even ITL, they didn't pay me my last money either. They try to put it towards something on a truck or whatever, and I'm and be like, yo, there was no damage on that truck, on that trailer when I, you know what I'm saying? But supposedly, they it's just what they do. So y'all gotta watch out for that, man. These war companies, these Russian companies, Serbians, Romanians, Ukrainians, the Ends. When you leave them, just know that your last paycheck, they ain't gonna try to give it to you. They're gonna find some kind of reason to not pay you. So, moving forward, this is why it's pressed to try to do your own thing, man. You gotta deal with this nonsense. Unless you're gonna go to a mega carrier, unless you're on a dope account. I know some people that's driving for JB Hunt and pretty happy. I know a couple people that's driving for Coastal, doing flatbed. You know, whoever floats your boat, you feel me? And I don't mind maneuvering, whoever, you know what I'm saying? So I am going back to refrigerated freight. So we see what's going on over there. And let's keep it moving. We gotta keep hustling though. So y'all be good. I'll holler at y'all. Bye.